Hello Libra, welcome back to Intuitive Garden Tarot. If you're new here, my name is Nicole. I will be doing a general reading for my Libra viewers, looking at the energy around Libra for the month of July 2025. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest for somebody else. If you would like a personal reading with me, you may book one by going to my website, intuitivegardentarot.org. I would love to work with you one-on-one. Okay, Libra, we have the Seven of Wands, Ten of Cups, King of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, Seven of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles. Okay, all the elements are here. Interesting balance. No major arcana. And I really mean that this time, Libra. Sorry again about my error in the last video. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so here on YouTube, and then you have access to all my videos. And if you haven't already watched your solstice reading, you might want to look at that, because that energy is going to be rippling out for the next 3 to 6 months, maybe even sometimes a year. So, and you might want to go back to that if you have already seen it and just see if you get more information from your perspective now. So in the background, the recent past, we have the King of Pentacles. Very grounded, stable energy. Very connected to earth and inner earth, I'm hearing for some of you. You might be already very well established with inner earth or elemental energy and beings. Maybe that's going to be coming to light for you now, but there's a certain strength that gives you, and protection. I never quite saw that before. So that's a place where you can tap into the unseen world of inspiration, protection, creativity, playfulness. Seems you might have some access to that. That's lovely. And next we have you showing up as the Seven of Wands. He's very determined to manifest something. So are you tuning into your heart's passion, your heart's desire right now? Maybe it's a good time to set up a manifestation ritual of sorts and really get clear on what it is that is important to you and what it is you want to experience and bring into your life. Maybe it's something not just for you, but something you want to put out there for others and the world at large. You might be called to do an earth healing, for the earth herself and or the people around the earth, the global community. And it seems you very much desire a happy, fulfilled home life, and probably want that for others as well, right? Because it feels like it's more than just you. But it's important to be clear on what it is you desire and what it is you want to manifest. Seems you have a lot of elemental support and other beings that are there to help bring that in for you, or support or encourage or deepen that if you already have that. And pay attention to the full moon this month in whatever way you feel drawn to, but that's very specific and coming through. There might be some peace that comes to you at that time, or a communication from, again, otherworldly realms, whatever they might be, galactic, inner earth, I'm not sure. Five of Pentacles is here at the heart of your reading, Libra. And he's going it alone. It's almost like he's put himself on a timeout. Maybe you're just feeling like you need a break from the system, from the world. You might need to plan a vacation or a trip or a hike by yourself, or you and your dog. And you know that you're provided for. You might not feel that at all times. There might be times that you feel alone or like you're left out. But there is this much greater resonance coming through here of how you are very much guided and supported cosmically. So even if you feel alone or like you have to do things by yourself at times, you are supported, and you might not always be aware of that. What's interesting here is look at the 5 Pentacles depicted up here in this circle, and that's the card, 5 of Pentacles. Yet there's a 6th Pentacle, a huge one in the background. And the 6 of Pentacles, as it stands alone in the tarot, is about having all the resources you need being provided for, being fully provided for. The universe has your back, reciprocity, equal give and take. If you're down and out, receiving help. When you're in a position to help others, giving to others. And the fact that that is so giant and it's looming over this character, I have never tuned into it quite in that way before, Libra. It's just really wanting you to know that you are being guided and supported by the universe right now, okay? And with this Knight of Cups, his cup is so full of love, and he is on a mission to share it and to put it out into the world or into his relationships. He feels fulfilled and like he has some love to share. And he's also letting the universe fill up his cup. I'm seeing that again for the first time. All those stars in my mind are going into his cup. So don't hesitate to ask from the universe, from others, ascended masters, guides, whatever resonates with you. Don't forget to ask for help, or don't hesitate for help in finding your joy or in connecting with your joy. There's a lot of movement of emotions and energy right now for you. And it's really turning things around for you, honestly. And by leading with your heart and keeping your heart open, you're going to be drawing in some really joyful experiences, very fulfilling experiences and relationships. And then the 7 of Swords is reminding you to be strategic. Strategic with your thoughts and words. Strategic with your mental energy. There might be some dicey conversations that you participate in. But just by keeping your emotions clear and your intentions clear, I see you getting through that with little or no problem. And the 2 of Pentacles here is just reminding us to unite the upper and lower realms. The cosmos, the earth, inner earth. That's come through already in this reading. And by connecting to the light and the dark. Understanding that, sometimes we do feel alone. Sometimes we do feel down on our luck or abandoned or rejected. And other times we feel very fulfilled and supported and loved and have much love to share. And it's not about having more of one than the other. It's just allowing both to synergistically relate. And by not trying to manhandle it, if you will, and just allowing the ups and downs to be, you will experience them with more grace and ease. And you might be really finding your flow with that. You might be getting the hang of that right now, learning how to just let things ebb and flow or go up and down, and not getting too caught up in that emotionally, or not. This is where the manhandling comes in, not feeling like you have to control everything or tweak everything, because sometimes the more we micromanage something, you know, the more limited it can express, and we might just be putting our energy and attention in a place that is depleting us from other places where we could be putting our focus and enjoying ourselves more or offering more to others. It can be kind of a waste of energy, mental energy, if you will. Okay, let's see, Libra, what oracle cards want to speak here for you. And the elemental empath is coming through. This did for just about every reading. Creatrix, self-love, letting go. All three of these cards are in the water element, so that's interesting. A lot of emotional flow here for you, my air friend. All right, Creatrix. Beautiful image of creating life, creative expansion. The detailed message says, express emotions, birth your creations, and womb energy. And I feel that expressing your emotions is very much here, and birthing your creations as well. This would be birthing your creations. Like, what are you intending to create? Being first and foremost aware, consciously aware, and putting your intention into that. There might be some stuck energy that isn't expressed. It's not being allowed. So maybe taking time alone will connect you with your feelings, and give you more of a strategic sense of where to channel your energy, so that it doesn't get stuck and underutilized or unutilized. Okay, self-love, self-acceptance, self-care, compassion, vulnerability, self-acceptance, self-care, understanding that when you're alone, it's not always because you're being rejected. Sometimes that's what we need in life, to find where we haven't been loving ourselves, where we've been seeking that outside of ourselves. So this is a reminder to bring your focus inward. And to not be so hard on yourself or so critical. Because I feel like I said, this might be a self-imposed punishment that really came through, of denying yourself access to connecting and being a part of a bigger picture. And that might feel safe emotionally to be alone, doesn't it? Then we don't we aren't vulnerable to what might come up in interacting with others. Letting go. This is one of my favorite cards in this deck. She's letting go, first and foremost, of where she's been blocked in her heart chakra. She's really letting that flow. Trusting that it's okay to keep her heart open. And for any of you, or any times that any of you might be feeling left out or wounded or not loved, we can only receive as much love as our heart is capable and open to receiving. And of course, when our hearts have been hurt or we've been vulnerable and then experienced being hurt or manipulated or something like that, lied to, etc., betrayed, then we close our hearts. It causes a contraction as a response. And you're being invited right now to maybe even do a ritual to open your heart and trust again, because the more contracted it is, the less we can experience love and joy, which is really what you're wanting. This reading is saying this is what you desire, whether you're consciously aware of it or maybe it's buried deep within you. You desire to be in loving relationships, have a loving family experience, whatever that means to you, whatever that looks like to you, or just being a part of a loving life and community that feels supported, where there's giving and receiving and joy. By leading with your heart and keeping your cup open, you can receive all that, and then you can give all that. It's a state of flow back and forth. So the detailed message underneath says timing, forgive self and others, and process emotions. So twice you're being invited to express your emotions, process your emotions, let them flow, and forgiving yourself and others, right? Maybe you've been left out, rejected, or maybe you walked away from someone, something. Maybe you felt manipulated or lied to, betrayed. We all have, right? And I think we've all contracted as a result and still are. I personally don't know anyone, myself included, that is fully open, but I do know that when I do work on self-forgiveness and forgiveness of others, my heart softens and more joy and love can come in. So I think that's what the universe wants you to think about and tap into this month of July. I hope that was helpful, Libra. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my videos. I really appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you next time.